Good morning, DK Junior team, or afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this video. I hope it's a good one. Happy February, by the way. I'm still having issues writing 2018 on checks, so I don't know how I'm going to have to switch my brain over to February, but I hope you're having an easier time at that than I am. I wanted to make you all aware of a couple different changes that we'll be seeing in the future, as well as remind you of some different expectations and goals we have for the future, so we can just all move towards those goals together. One of the first expectations is that we arrive with enough time to be ready to receive children 30 minutes before service, and that's a really long way of saying if you need coffee, if you need to get a donut, please find time to do that before 8:30, 10:30, 6:30, so you're there at the door ready to receive children 30 minutes before the service starts. Another thing, as I mentioned, food, is I'm really trying to create an allergy-friendly environment. Personally, I have celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disease that's triggered by gluten or wheat, and so when I eat that, my body attacks itself, and it's super painful, so I obviously don't eat gluten or wheat. But another thing I found that really irritates my body is Play-Doh, because it contains wheat. So thinking of the other children in our department that have wheat allergies or sensitivities or even lifestyle choices that the parents have chosen, we are making DK Junior as wheat-free environment, gluten-free environment as possible. As you've probably noticed in the last few weeks, we've only had Cheerios available for snack time, and the Goldfish and animal crackers, we're phasing out of that. And so why we're doing that is so that we can provide the right foods for the children, so that we don't have any accidents where a child reaches over to another child's snack and eats the food they're not supposed to. I've also gotten rid of Play-Doh, which I know some of us really love Play-Doh, but it contains wheat. And so just in an effort to really provide an environment where parents can feel safe dropping their children off, we've eliminated some of those risk factors. And what would help a great deal if you could also help us eliminate those risk factors by continuing to not bring any outside food or drink in the classroom. I know that it's posted on the different doors not to do that, and I think over time it's been a little bit more relaxed, but going into 2018 I'm more aware of it because of the way my own body reacts to different things. But let's just be mindful that there's children in our classrooms, or even parents, that have different allergies, and we can do our part to help make the environment even safer for them. That being said, with the walkers and babies classes, we do still have Puffs and Cheerios, and so just make sure if the parent mentions that the child has allergies, we let them know that that is something that contains wheat. Another thing I want to remind you of are the checklists that are posted in your classrooms. Please just go ahead and make sure you check the box and sign off to make sure that we're doing our parts to maintain our classrooms well, and also the journals that are there for 3s to 5s. The whole basis of Orange Curriculum is to get to the end where there's that small group time where we're able to pray for our classes and hear a little bit about what's on their heart, but it's also a time where we're able to teach them about journaling and about their quiet time with God. So hopefully as they grow and mature in their faith, they're able to model some of those practices that we do during our small group time within their own personal life. Another thing I want to make you aware of is the transition that we're going to be having with our core team come February into March. I met with Kim McNeil earlier in the month of January, and she and I just had a really great time talking and dreaming about the future and just getting to know each other even better. And as we were having our conversation, we both really felt that it was time for her to make a transition to full-time DCY. She's been serving with DCY for years, as well as with DK Junior, and she's just really feeling God pull her heart to high schoolers and the people that have just graduated high school and they're moving into college and they're still trying to find their way, and that's where she's being called to right now. And so we are so excited for her, and the first week of March will actually be her last weekend within DK Junior. So if you're in her service, or you've served with her before, or you just know her and you love her like we all do, give her a hug, a high five, maybe a gift card to Starbucks. Everybody loves that, and just thank her for the time and the investment that she has made in this ministry and in the lives of all these children. Her influence goes far beyond just the walls of DK Junior now. There are so many kids that have grown up in DK Junior and moved on to DK and DCY, and she's just left an eternal mark and fingerprint on them, and the Lord has just used her in crazy, magnificent ways, and she's been such a gift to this ministry, and we're going to miss her. It's really sad, but it's also a really great time because she's just taking steps closer to where God is leading her, and that's a beautiful thing to watch people do. So if you have any questions about the transition, feel free to reach out to me. I'm sure most of you have my email or cell phone number. If not, I'm more than willing to talk or answer any questions. And just to debunk things, I think sometimes when transitions like this happen, people are like, oh, what happened? And let me just clear the air. Nothing happened, just the work of the Lord. And it's a really amazing thing to see. So me, Kem, Marnie, anybody, come on and talk to us and ask us some questions. Right now we're still looking for someone to fill the service coordinator position, so be praying for us and with us as we're finding the right person to lead the 9 a.m. service. But those are just some different updates and announcements that I wanted to make you aware of as we go into February and into the new year. I'm really excited to be jumping in this year. There's going to be some great changes that we're making in just little bits at a time. As you know, we started Orange in November, and I love it. I've heard so many great stories from you guys as teachers and helpers that this curriculum has helped you engage with your classes better. And we're just going to keep building on that, adding more tools that Orange has given us, and grow together, not just as teachers and helpers, but grow as individuals that are just serving and following the Lord. I'm really excited to be on this journey with you guys, and if I haven't said it to you already, Happy New Year, Happy February, and it's an honor to serve with you.